I started with a large Western Canada company as a promotion director. Then in 1979, I got a call from a guy who was an investor wanting me to come and work for him, and that's how I got started on my own. At that time, it was called Armco Developments, and we had a fairly large staff and a large portfolio. And in 2001, I elected to step out again on my own with no partners. And it just seemed to work better. I saw some holes in the way people were marketing and managing property, and I wanted to do it differently and with a more personal touch.
Peter was referred to us by our lawyers, and we had an initial interview, and I was very impressed with the man's experience, the way he expressed himself, his focus on his work, and from that initial interview, we engaged him on a building, and we were very impressed with the timeliness, the thoroughness, the in-depth reporting that we received, and the relationship blossomed from there.
Coutts Associates was recommended to us by our legal counsel, and after interviewing a number of property managers, we decided to go with them because we needed a team that was experienced, had really seen it all. Some of the properties we owned were a little troubled in not so great areas, and we needed somebody who had experience, who had been around a long time.
Coutts Associates was a proven commodity to us because they not only had the professional management experience, but they also had the strength of technical support as well.
They have contractors available, but they also have that knowledge in-house, and they can also do things that are required to be done on the repair level in-house. And that I've always really appreciated with Peter and his team.
From an investment fund manager, liking and having a relationship with a supplier is always helpful, but we're looking for competence. We're looking for, are you quick to react? What we like about Peter is he's got a sense of humor, and he's tenacious. So when there's an issue, he gets on the issue, he fixes the issue. And what we also appreciate about Coutts Associates, certainly Peter, is when it comes to the tenant is as important as us as the owners. And so treating both sides fairly, dealing with them fairly, together there's a respectful ability to do the job.
Our focus has always been, since 2001, is to provide better service to the client, and we're immediate. If they call, they get called back in less than 24 hours.
One of the most important things to me is accessibility. I need to be able to get in touch with my property manager on my schedule when I need to get in touch with them. And I cannot remember a time when I have called Peter or his team and I have not gotten a hold of somebody within 10 minutes.
Anytime I have a question, all I have to do, I can get in contact with anybody. Even when Peter's out of town, Peter will take his phone calls out of town with him, and I'll be able to call him out of town, and he calls somebody here and gets them to do whatever I ask them to do. He's done that for me.
I believe that business, even today, in the social media platforms, is still based on personal relationships. And if you develop those properly, you don't have to be all over everybody all at once, but at least if you have personal connection with people, it works a whole lot better.
One of Peter's best qualities is how easy he is to work with. And so if you're a property owner and if you have, whether it's an easy situation or a difficult situation, Peter will put you at ease. Peter will make your job easy. Peter will come in, get the job done, and get your property to a point that it works for you.
One of the biggest questions that people have in property management is, can I actually ask stupid questions and are they approachable? And the answer to that for Coutts Associates is yes. I ask a lot of stupid questions as an investment fund manager, and Peter's incredibly approachable and takes those questions with a grain of salt, treats them with respect, and gets back to us with the answers we need.
I enjoy working with Peter. He's got a great sense of humor. He's very pragmatic. He doesn't put any sort of gloss on things. If it's a problem, he's very clear what the problem is. He's clear about his approach and his solutions, his recommendations. I'd be happy to give anybody Peter's number and say, give him a call.
I think that our clients would all agree that there isn't anybody out there that gets the kind of personal service we give. and the care that we have for everybody that rents from us and who is a client of ours whose asset we manage. There's nobody on the planet that does it as well as we do.
They've been a godsend to me because I can't run that thing, the condo part of it. So they do everything for me.
Coutts Associates is a real company for real people.